What's up, guys? I'm back with another horror update. Before I get started going through the titles, I'd like to give a shout out to an awesome YouTuber I just discovered recently. She goes by the name The Girl with the Movie Monster Tattoos. She does a lot of great horror reviews and also some collection update videos. Her latest review is on the movie Contracted. It's kind of like a zombie movie. Alright, so I guess I should get started now into my pickups, and there will also be a link to her channel in the description box. Alright, so as you see here, I finally picked up the Night of the Demons release through Scream Factory. I was on the fence about this release only because I have the Anchor Bay version, which I have right here. This is the Canadian release. They used to have this line called the Horror Legacy series. I don't think they do this anymore. It just basically just has like a different slipcover with the house and then a picture. When you take it back, then there's the artwork, which should probably be on the American release. As you see here, I also switched the artwork too, because I not so much for the front artwork, just I like the images on the back of the of this thing better than what's on the slipcover. But originally I thought this was the true original artwork. As you see here, they kind of cheated a little bit on the Anchor Bay release by taking the title and sticking it on the invitation card when it wasn't supposed to be. It's supposed to have the thing, "You're invited to my party, Angela." And when you open it up here, you can see the original artwork for the poster. And you can see here they kind of cropped the image a little bit and brought up the Night of the Demons, the title, up higher because they had to crop the cover art for the Blu-ray release. So, and the disc art is similar, but just a tad different, as you can see here. So, I'm really happy to have this in my collection. I still haven't gotten Witchboard yet. I do have it on the old Anchor Bay DVD. But I will probably be upgrading that too at some point. I think that from now on, when it comes to more mainstream stuff, I'm only going to buy the Scream Factory releases new. Everything else I'm just going to probably buy used for wherever I can find it. Alright. Next we have another another Scream Factory release. It's their four all-night horror marathon. And this one has What Happened, What's the Matter with Helen, like I'm butchering that, The Vagrant, The Godsend, and The Outing. I haven't only two I've actually seen yet so far have been The Godsend and The Outing, which was better than I thought it was going to be. I remember reading a review in like Fangoria way back when that was really scathing on the movie. So there is another release of this that I talked about before that was pulled, and it had a Lucio Fulci movie on it, Schizoid, which also goes by the title Woman in Lizard Skin, something like that. But I guess there was some rights issues, so they had to pull it. So now that goes anywhere from like $50 to $100 now, if you can find that for a good price. There we go. Let's just pop this out so you can see the inside. Actually, I should have just flipped the cover out so you can actually see it better, because these things can't really see through it all that well. So I just need to set aside some time now to watch the other two movies in this set. Alright, these last two pickups I picked up at Walmart in their $5 bin, and both of them are Echo Bridge releases, which I'm not really a big fan of Echo Bridge. Sometimes they're really shoddy on their transfers for their stuff, and they do a lot of stuff really cheaply. Alright, so first up we have the Puppet Master Collection, all 9 movies on 2 discs for $5. I'm really excited to have this because for the longest time the Canadian Walmarts only ever had the $5 version that had the first 3 movies on it, and I always passed on it when I saw it because I was like, well, I knew that there was like a better version out there. So I don't know how much longer we're going to have these at our Walmarts. I really wish that we would have gotten those 8 horror film collections that Lionsgate was releasing in the States. We never did get those over here. But this is all well, the first 9 Master. I think there's one new one. I don't know what it's called, though. There's supposed to be like 10 movies, I think. Alright, and my last pickup is another, this is a full moon release as well, through Echo Bridge, and it's got 10 movies on it. We got Subspecies 1 and 2, Meridian, My Sweet Killer, let's see here, Followed Home, Vampire Journals, Butchered, Remains, and Lurking Fear, which I think is supposed to be an adaptation of a H.P. Lovecraft short story. And then it stars Ashley Lawrence, who was in the first 2 Hellraiser movies. The only films I've actually seen on this release, actually there's one I actually forgot, which is The Pit and the Pendulum, which is a Student Gordon film, which I think is probably one of the better of the Full Moon movies in terms of like tone and that. It's not very silly, it's played straight. Jeffrey Combs is in it and Lance Hendrickson. I remember watching that one on VHS back in the 90s. Meridian stars Sherilyn Fenn, and this is back in her heyday, in her prime. And a lot of guys would probably like this movie because of the sex scenes that are in it. So, let's open this up here. This one's much more plain than the Puppet Master set there. It is pretty generic. I'm not sure how the quality on any of these releases are. Like, I might come back and like talk about it after I sit down and actually watch some of the movies on here and see if there's a contrast in quality from film to film. There's the back. It's pretty generic on this one. This one's too pretty generic. Alright guys, so that's my update. Check out the girl with the wee monster tattoos. The link's in the description box. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll talk to you all later.